What is it that calls people to this type of initiatory experience? Why does someone do this? I've really come to believe that the calling is something that really rises up from within, and it will take form in our lives either consciously and intentionally, or unconsciously and unintentionally. So this call to initiation, I believe, is something that's in our bones, in our DNA, and at different times in our life will rise up, asking to be attended to. In that poem by David White, he mentions the question. And that reminds me of, I think it was originally Carl Jung, and recently Joanna Macy put it back on my radar. This quote that says, there's one great question that runs like a thread through everyone's life. And if you find it, you are very fortunate. And I would add to that, that may it be a question that carries you across your life, something that it takes a good while to live into, those kind of questions. And so going up on the sacred mountain, and that's a phrase I use for the initiatory journey, the quest. Similar to why the Lakota say "Aho Matakoyasin," or the Cherokee may say "Aho Mateo," and it's a reference to a translation meaning all my relations. The ceremony and ritual of any kind is for all their relations, not just for themselves, but for their people. And so when I say their people, I mean the human and non-human people, the living and the non-living people. So that going out on the mountain, going on the quest, was to go into an experience to activate the memories of the connection to the gift that you came into this world with. And then in activating that, begin to move in your life in such a way as to deliver that gift to your communities, to your families, to the world, really. And so it's a little bit of a framework. There's an indigenous, what I consider a cross-indigenous understanding of, or cross-culturally indigenous understanding that that we would have made agreements with our ancestors about a medicine or a gift that we're coming into this world to deliver. And that in so doing, we would make certain agreements with certain ancestors that carried a similar frequency of energy that we carry in order to help us deliver that gift. And that the initiatory passages that then we encountered once here were designed to activate the memory of those agreements and the awakening of that medicine, that gift. Usually thought of as something kind of a coming of age ceremony. But in reality, a vision quest or a walkabout or any form of going into the wilderness could be done at any stage of one's life for different reasons. There's some of the reasons that one might be called to the quests, or called to the initiatory descent. A personalized and meaningful ritual and ceremony to facilitate and mark or celebrate various life passages. Needed shift in consciousness required to enter into new life stations and responsibilities, to move through periods of physical or spiritual crises, to assist the family in the raising of youth, the seeking of spiritual guidance for self and community, clarify and strengthen one's personal medicine and gifts, to awaken your personal mythology, to assist in the understanding of roles and responsibilities of men and women in the village, to honor and connect with your own sacred traditions and teaching, to awaken your medicine for your community and your ancestors, to heal wounds of separation from yourself, community, nature, and spirit, and to receive the guidance and blessings of the elders in your community.